I also like the fact that they also sent a statement out by winning this weekend against the Chelsea team, who had also who will probably get to Chelsea, later today. They've had a tough week, really. It's so bad. It's really, really so bad. We were still just praising them last week, talking about how João Pedro is
Yeah,
making it
yeah.
count and everything, and they ended up just dropping the gun. Emmanuel, what do you think generally about this wonderful performance that we got from Newcastle against a very decent Chelsea side?
Oh no, it was a good game. I watched the highlights of the game today. It was quite interesting to see Newcastle get the victory against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And probably this is their first in like how many years now, beating Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So it was a big achievement for them and a record statement as well for them, right? I mean, given how they played against Barca just during the week of the Champions League and now with beating Chelsea, that's probably a big boost for them, going into the week and the second leg of the Champions League game against Barcelona. So it's good to see them win. Chelsea on their own has been under Rousinho. I think they've been fairly good. They've drawn a couple of games, but they still won a number of games too, right? So it's the focus is on Newcastle. So I mean Newcastle, although I don't see Barca, I don't see them beating Barca at Camp Nou, right? I don't see that happening. But you never know. This is football; anything can happen, right? Barca can get a red card or miss, miss something, and then with the high line and everything. And given that Newcastle has some very fast players that can hurt you. Anthony Gordon, very very fast player, and then Joe Willock as well. Seemed that the goal they scored today against Chelsea was one that he has to do with a lot of speed, right? It's going to go that they scored against Chelsea. Yeah, so they could just nick a victory at Camp Nou and change the game. For Chelsea, it's quite sad, seeing them lose. We're going to go to PSG anyway, but against Newcastle, it was quite a shocking one at Stamford Bridge. But over and above that, I think Rosinha has tried being, coming into the club mid-season, right? They've won a number of games, lost quite a few as well. So I think so far overall, if I'm to assess Rosinha as a coach, I'll say okay.
Yeah, I think it's above average, slightly above.
Chelsea as a club, that's a different story altogether because I mean now they've not won a lot of games, right? I know they're targeting to get into the Champions League again next season. I don't see them get going beyond PSG. It's too late. Right? I thought that game is already done. Considering 5 goals against PSG was a big thing for them. That 3 goal gap, I don't think they will be able to beat PSG more than what 3 4 goals, 4 goal gap
Hmm.
in
I don't see them scoring too many goals against that PSG team that I saw.
happening. Although PSG has not been great defensively as well, they've had their issues, but I still don't see Chelsea beating them, right? So it's just an interesting one. But we'll see. We'll see where they land by what's Tuesday and Wednesday, right? We'll know how far.
Exactly. But this is exactly what the impact means for a team like Chelsea. They've
Mm.
dropped to fifth position, and unfortunately, they've given us Aston Villa and Manchester United the opportunity to continue to create that separation.
Yep.
So right now they are at 48 points, sharing the same points with Liverpool. Imagine.
Mm.
And just slightly above Brentford by 4 points. And they've created already some kind of separation with one match to spare for Manchester United and Aston Villa to continue to build on that and go ahead of them with about 6 points. So it means that for the next 7 matches, it's a horse race because they have to try and qualify for Champions League. Liverpool to fight to qualify for Champions League. So I remember that Everton is also hiding somewhere there. But the good thing is Newcastle has been able to jump back to the ninth position with
Mm.
42 points. And it looks like they are starting to win the way they are going now. So they may be able to at least get into the Europa League position. Looking at the fact that English teams have 5 teams now going for Champions League.
And
But that's a good one.
you mentioned Brentford. Brentford is also there as well. They're not doing badly.
No, Brentford will still drop. Everything is
Oh,
just
you
in a
never know.
drop. Brentford will still come out of that place. We are talking about the last 7 games of the season. Brentford should be happy where they are. They should just be happy where they are. That's just what I feel.